The year was 1968. I was 17 going on 18 at the end of the year, so I was in prime territory for music, salvation and music. I'm going to start off with the Beatles double white album, of course, and it's a flawed double album, but there's enough great songs on here to put it in the upper echelon. And then we're gonna switch over to some blues, and we're gonna boogie down with Canned Heat. I've listened to many hours of Canned Heat over the years. Sweetheart of the Rodeo by the Byrds made it okay to listen to country music and to admit it. Hey, I like country music. Before that, I would never admit it. It was my parents' music. Favorite Janis album by far, Cheap Thrills, and the Crumb cover is just spectacular. Love it. There she is. Another one of my favorite groups, the Jefferson Airplane. Seen them in 1970. And another great album. Even their later stuff I like. I love. There's just too many great songs. Shine On Brightly, Robin Trower, my favorite guitar player, one of them. I have three favorite guitar players, and Robin Trower is one of them. And in Hell 'Twas an I, big long epic on side 2. I can still listen to that, no problem. Jethro Tull's first album, somebody say, well, that's not a Jethro Tull album, it doesn't have Martin Barr on it. Well, I can tell you one thing, this is a great album. I still grab that one. If I'm looking at my Jethro Tull, and I have all the Jethro Tull, I say, just got to listen to This Was, because there's something about it that grabs me. When I came out at the time, I got it, and I got it in a sales bin, and I thought, they're supposed to be the next super group, but they didn't become the super group, but they became a super great group. So anyway, then we're going to switch to a little Laura Nyro. Always liked her, great songwriter, and different kind of singer, songwriter. And we have the Moody Blues. Always good for a puff with the Moody Blues. I can still listen to the Moody Blues. Some people think they're kind of cheesy, but I love the Moody Blues. Now we're going to switch to CDs. I had all these on album, of course. Can't do it without Jimmy, No Way, Electric Ladyland. Another flawed double album, but enough great songs to make it well worthwhile. All Doors albums, all 6 of them, they're top albums for me. Never put out a bad song as far as I'm concerned. My favorite guitar player, Mike Bloomfield, and this is Electric Flag. Not much more I could say about these albums. And last but not least, we have music from Big Pink. At the time, this was totally different from pretty well everything else in the rock and roll field, and I was totally on board and still am. And there's the back, music from Big Pink. So that's 1968. Oh, you'll have to tell me how many albums I missed.